Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Janelle Brown could be saying goodbye to Sister Wives, and it makes sense. For 15 years, Sister Wives has documented the evolution of the Browns. Sister Wives has explored the highs and lows of the family, including Kody Brown's plural marriages to Mary, Janelle, and Christine, his 13 children, the fourth marriage to Robyn, and the final separations of the first 3 wives from Kody. As each dissolution of marriage occurred, Sister Wives continued to change. The narrative began to follow the empowerment of the women in their new chapters, where they were no longer surrounded by their families. Now in its 19th season, there are even more changes coming on the horizon. And it comes from Janelle Brown. Season 19 has showcased Janelle in a new light. Since moving away from the family homestead, selling her part of Coyote Pass, and starting her own endeavors, she has been trying to find peace from the tragic loss of her son, as she's continued to work on herself. There is a possibility that she will part ways with Sister Wives while she is on that journey. Janelle Brown continues to cope with tragedy. Janelle has had to weather a pretty difficult storm. Finally, on the television show, the Brown family addressed the sudden passing of Garrison Brown. Tragedy struck on March 5, 2024, when Garrison committed suicide. The series' May 4th episode showcased several members of the Brown family's reaction that Garrison was gone. Janelle, for her part, revealed that it had not been unusual to be texting him all day long, as she shared they talked at least 3 times a day. In the episode, she continued to share, "I knew he was struggling. I always just picked up the phone, and I always make it a point to just talk to him. And it wasn't really about anything. I think he needed the connection. And I know he was talking to, and calling his brothers and stuff too. But the night before, he stopped texting." She went on to say that she was aware that her son was going through a cycle and had been drinking once more. So she called upon Logan Brown and Hunter Brown to check up on their brother. It was ultimately Gabriel Brown who broke the news about Garrison. Speaking to People last year, Janelle revealed that "we just had no idea that he was in that place." She continued by saying, "But he didn't ever express any kind of extreme sad feelings," though she noted that substance abuse likely played a factor in his passing. The loss of her son was incredibly difficult, and she's taken the steps to better her life in the wake of the tragedy. She's focused on herself by moving to North Carolina to be closer to her daughter and grandchildren. As it turns out, in the May 4th episode, Madison Brush, Garrison's older sister, had been trying to get Garrison to move to the Tar Heel state prior to his passing. "I was trying to get him to move out here. And so every step that we get closer to it, we talked a lot about that," she revealed in confessional. "I think he was just so deep in." Now in North Carolina, Janelle and Maddie are working together to open a flower farm called Tata Farms. This could be a great reason to put Sister Wives on hold and concentrate fully on this new venture. As the Brown family continues to break apart, it's clear that if one should start the trend, leading the charge of jumping ship, it's going to be Janelle. She's removed herself from many of the toxic situations occurring in Flagstaff, noting how Robyn had been a major factor in the family falling apart. As she focuses on building a new home in North Carolina, it might also mean removing further connections to Kody. After Mary got one, Janelle has pondered a spiritual divorce from Kody to cover all the bases. After being married for 30 years, she wants to feel as if it was done, for good. She stated on Sister Wives, "So just so that I'm sure I'm good, if I were to remarry, maybe it's worth getting a spiritual divorce," despite the fact that she does not anticipate getting married again. Part of Janelle's reason for leaving Kody was his relationship breakdown with his children. Her bond and love for her children completely outweighed anything Kody could do for her. If he wasn't going to work on mending fences with his children, she wasn't willing to put the time in with him. She mentioned on the show how she wouldn't consider reconciling with him simply because of his lack of relationships with her kids. Her kids come first. If the kids are out on Sister Wives, she'll follow suit. Or maybe a North Carolina spin-off could be in the works. Piece of trash. Does Sister Wives Robyn alienate Kody's kids and exes who aren't in the core family? It's possible that she's not even aware of what she's doing. Sister Wife star Kody Brown complained in the most recent episode that his exes were calling him a piece of trash because everyone was so defensive, which affected his relationships with his former wives and their children, but maybe Robyn Brown's really the catalyst for all of this discord. The issue is that Robyn is responsible for Kody because she truly knows him and knows how to provide him with what he requires. She's the one in charge, and she wants Kody all to herself. Kody is at his happiest when he is with Robyn, as the most recent episode demonstrates. He appears younger and more hopeful as he relaxes and cheers. That is the strength of love. Robyn didn't like being his beautiful assistant when they were building a makeup table for their daughter Ariella Mae Brown, whom Kody describes as expressive and his mini-me, but Kody clearly enjoyed having her there. Kody places such a high value on his wife that he becomes almost hopeless romantic. Despite its sweetness, it grants Robyn considerable control over him. In her delicate hands, he is truly putty. Kody wants to please Robyn. The ferocious rage and festering resentment will never subside when Robyn, who is always passive-aggressive, continues to stoke the fires. This kind of behavior only serves to exacerbate the conflict. Sure, she's in the core family with her kids, but why does she have to separate one group of children from another? Kody and Robyn's interactions with their children are normal, healthy, and content. They have a cozy nest. They are inseparable. Sometimes, it seems like Kody loves more, but that's not uncommon either. However, imbalances of this kind can be dangerous. At their Valentine's dinner, Robyn dressed in red, but there wasn't really a loving light in her eyes until she opened Kody's presents, pretty earrings and a pendant featuring, as Kody put it, her favorite turquoise. He went out of his way, and she didn't get him a present. That might have hurt him. Kody has given Robyn and his children so much of himself. If she were to leave him, what would he have? His all-consuming love for this woman would leave him with very little. In response to Janelle and Mary's demands, Kody did divide the Coyote Pass land before selling it. Maybe he did it from the goodness of his heart. In the end, it doesn't matter because actions speak louder than words ever can. The money they have in their pockets, $375,000, means a lot more than just a compliment that might not even be true. What people do reveals their character, not what they say. Robyn has often said one thing and done another. She professed her love for the entire family and cherished polygamy, but she secretly desired monogamy. She acted like a loving stepmother, but at Christmas she separated Kody from his older children. Mary became a friend of hers, but after she left Kody, she locked her up and never went to see her. With Robyn, words and actions don't always agree, and the exes and their kids can feel the cognitive dissonance. Sister Wives Kody Brown is a remarkably romantic man. He is not so jaded that he doesn't think his partner is the ideal princess. He still adores this woman very much. She gets a core family if she wants one, but there is always a cost. Everything people take in life can be negative if they don't give as much as they take. Kody seems to be coming to terms with this, showing real progress, but Robyn may not be at the same plateau of self-awareness. Even though he doesn't see it that way, Robyn is his biggest obstacle when it comes to his relationships with his kids. The best thing he can do is try to build bridges on his own, without her in the picture. His children are able to spend time with him, he and Robyn are not always a complete package. If she retreats, letting him strengthen those precious and beautiful bonds before they are permanently broken, that will prove that she really loves him. The freedom to try to fix things without the usual interference is what he really needs. Hopefully, his sister wives queen can understand this. Kody is beginning to realize his role in the story in Sister Wives Season 19, which is encouraging. It's actually surprising to see Kody taking so much accountability for the problems with his exes, which have impacted the children he shares with those women. He admits that he reacted violently in the heat of the moment by asserting that he had never loved those women, which is untrue. He wasn't the only one who reacted violently. In divorce situation, most people behave badly. Peaceful divorce is rare, it's a severing of a very deep tie, and that means pain, confusion, and rage. To be truly amicable is noble, like Gwyneth Paltrow's infamous conscious uncoupling, but there's something almost passionless about the friendly divorce. Therefore, it should not come as a surprise that the majority of splits are characterized by a sense of devastation and disbelief, as well as emotionally damaging bursts of irate calls and texts. This is just the way of the world. Now, he's faced with the aftermath. That's women who may put him down in front of his own children, even if they deny doing that. He is paranoid because he is aware that this could occur. It doesn't help. The sad reality is that the women are with those kids more, a lot more. They are putting in the work to be there, so maybe their words have more weight. Then there's Robyn, who is always by his side and promotes a crude and offensive narrative about the core family. Robyn Brown's fake mask is taken off by Garrison's death force in Sister Wives. During the tribute to Garrison Brown, Sister Wives star Robyn Brown allowed her fake mask to fall off. His family began to honor the late son of Cody and Janelle Brown on the Sunday, May 4th episode. Yet, no one cared to hear from or see Robyn as she showed her true colors. Keep reading for more details. When it was announced that an episode of Sister Wives would be devoted to Garrison Brown, Robyn Brown took off the fake mask of Garrison's death forces. Viewers were not interested in hearing from Robyn Brown. They did not feel she was sincere, but more than that, they believed she was part of the problem. She had helped to enact Cody Brown's stringent COVID rules, which essentially tore the family apart. He was only staying with Robyn and her 5 children while actively insulting the older children and other wives. Heartbreaking information has since surfaced indicating that Garrison began his downward spiral into drinking during the pandemic. Robyn started talking about how she felt when she found out that Garrison had passed away as the episode progressed. She tried, as usual, to choke back tears, but nothing happened. After that, Cody got to talking to her about how he was dealing with the death of Garrison. While Cody tried to replay what went wrong in his head, Robyn was smiling and laughing. Viewers noted how she could not even force out a tear when it was the right time and not just one of her victim moments. She appeared to be forcing herself to feel something on the Sunday, May 4th episode of Sister Wives. However, Robyn's cold demeanor and self-centeredness were obvious to everyone. Robyn has been despised on the show for a long time, but this episode brought things to a head. She went from victim to villain, despite the fact that some feared she would make it all about herself. When they saw the tribute to Garrison Brown, the uncaring group Sister Wives fans wept. They witnessed his siblings speak so beautifully on his behalf when they emerged. Even Mary Brown, who normally keeps a straight face, shed a lot of love and tears. Cody and Robyn Brown stood out from the rest of the family, which viewers found to be so genuine and sincere. Finally, they were able to feel the icy Robyn, and it burned. Regarding Robyn and Cody, I find it difficult to believe anything they say because I have heard them tell so many lies and rewrite history. I find the most sincere to be Janelle, Gabe and Mary. She was so cold. It was as if Cody was speaking about a close relative he had shared history with that she didn't get to know. She is a truly horrible person. For the first time, she was unable to stop crying. What the hell? She continues to smudge the outer corners of her eyes, despite the fact that her eyes do not appear to be wet and your tear ducts are on the inside. I wanted to compare her fake crying to real crying, but there was none. For over a decade, Sister Wives has been a television mainstay, delivering intimate looks at the lives of Cody Brown, his wives, and their large plural family. Janelle Brown, once seen as the most practical and stoic of the Sister Wives, has always been a stabilizing force amid the ever-changing dynamics of the Brown family. But now, after nearly 15 years on screen and an emotional roller coaster of events both personal and familial, Janelle may finally be ready to walk away from the show that helped shape her public identity. And frankly, it makes complete sense. As of Sister Wives Season 19, viewers have witnessed a deeply changed Janelle. She's no longer tethered to the idea of maintaining a family structure that no longer serves her. With the devastating loss of her son Garrison Brown, the sale of her Coyote Pass parcel, her relocation to North Carolina, and her focus on healing and self-growth, the signs are all pointing toward a natural, and necessary, exit from Sister Wives. This essay will explore Janelle Brown's journey in the series, the turning points that have led her to a crossroads, and the many reasons why stepping away from sister wives may be the most empowering move she could make for herself. The foundation, Janelle Brown's role in the Brown family. From the beginning, Janelle Brown stood out among the wives. She wasn't the emotional one like Mary, nor the peacemaker like Christine.